Hey everyone, Leader Dorset Spur here, back with my match day reaction to the win versus AZ Alkmaar last night. Bit of a late one, I'm afraid. Apologies for that, but been very, very busy today. Overall, you can't not be happy with that, right? It was make or break for Ange Postecoglou and make or break for the season. There was a feeling that this was going to be a very difficult match, and we really needed to turn up. And in large parts of the game, I felt that happened. I did feel that we did turn up and we did play some decent football. It became very, very nervous at certain points. I was watching in the club with my son and some friends from South Dorset Spurs, and we were kind of, reflective of the nervousness around it, desperately hoping for something to happen, calling out the kind of misplaced passes from Son early on in the game, which was a bit concerning. But obviously, after the first goal went in from a huge mistake from the AZ player, great work from Solanke to chase it down, to keep it going, and very, very unselfish to look up and make that pass for Oderbert to get his first goal, and how much that meant to him was brilliant. He took it really, really well. Initially, to be honest with you, I was thinking he's put that over the bar, thought it was going to go over and that was going to be it, and it was going to be the story of our night. But no, he put the ball away, he scored the goal, and of course, you start to settle down. Then you think to yourself, yeah, that's it, we're on our way. The first goal was always going to be massively important. So Oderbert looked a real player last night. He was taking people on and really causing them problems. The one criticism is he probably needs to find that final ball a little bit more. But again, the player's been out for a long time. He's had a difficult season, and hopefully he's going to grow in that. He's still only, I think he's 20 years of age now. And he's got time to grow and to develop in that role, but certainly looked a lot more threatening maybe than Brennan Johnson has looked in that position. I was not surprised at the lineup. I did think that he would go with Romero and Van der Ven in that team. I didn't think that he would have Oderbert in. I did think he would go with Johnson, but obviously looking to give him a run and give him a chance to sort of get the minutes in. Bearing in mind, like I say, he's coming back from injury still. But apart from that, I thought the lineup was pretty much what I expected. I think it was pretty much what I'd called out on Chris Cowden's podcast on Wednesday. So yeah, I was quite happy with it. I thought it would made sense. I did expect to see Davis come in for Van der Ven at some point, and I did expect to see Romero go off at some point, because both of those are injured, are coming back from injury and need that recovery time. So yeah, really pleased to see Van der Ven get 60 minutes, and what a difference he tended to make. His recovery runs were good. Didn't have to do too many, but he looked a lot more solid, and his pace going forward and driving forward also looked very assured and looked like what we've been missing. You can't keep talking about Spurs and not talk about Jed Spence, who again shone very, very well. I thought he had a decent game. He looked, and bear in mind, he is playing on the left when his position is right-sided, but he's kind of made that position his own. Really, he's done so well there. Strong on the ball, good running, direct, got a little bit of trickery around him as well, can tackle. So yeah, unbelievable that he's not made Thomas Tuchel's England squad, but that's England, something different. I don't really care about it, to be honest. So yeah, again, Spence I thought was great. Son I felt was a bit off of the game at the start of the game. He tended to grow into it and get better as the game went on. But yeah, there was a lot of misplaced passes at the beginning. He kept getting called out, and I was a bit worried it was going to be another one of them games from him. But no, he did okay. He did as well as anybody. Again, James Maddison came back and showed why he's in the team, and he is really our only creative spark in this team at the moment. And we really needed him last night, and he showed a bit about him. He was tackling, he was running back, he was challenging, and of course he bagged himself a goal as well, which was good to see. And it looked like it meant a lot to him in front of the South Stand. You know, he was showing the badge and cheering to the fans and stuff, which is great to see that emotion from your players. Which was also evident when Oderbert scored as well. I thought it was really good to see the players really get around him. We can't not talk about Luis Bergvall, who, again, just 19 years of age, is really showing and growing into his position, doing really, really well, works really, really hard for the team. Little bit of creativity, a little bit of skill. It was so good to see that he was at the heart of everything. It's unfortunate for him that he kind of caused a ricochet off of Oderbert that led to their goal, that brought them back into it, and then created these real nervy times, because by that time it was 2-2 after Maddison getting his goal. And so it was then at that point we were all starting to panic and think, oh, here we go. Ange had just made the change with Van der Ven, which, as I say, I expected him to come off. It was sad to see him come off because he was playing so well. But bigger picture, if we get through that game, we've then got Frankfurt. You've got Fulham at the weekend. You can't afford to take risks with these players, and I think that's a lesson that Ange is learning, that if he's got a squad, he's got to use it, because if he doesn't use it, then he would be the hypocrite. He called himself out for that and said that. So it made sense for him to do that, because you got to look at the bigger picture in this situation. So yeah, I was okay with it, and I was actually arguing with a few of the guys because they were raging that he took him off, but I understood it straight away. And again, I thought Archie Gray did well. I thought he did really well. It wasn't his fault that that they scored their goal. He worked hard to win the ball back, and it was just one of those unfortunate circumstances. But then, of course, you then get the third goal, which was full on Ange ball from the back to the front. Swift, quick, fast movement. Good passing, clear passing. Out to the left hand side, Spence plays it through to Solanke, who makes a lovely little back heel into the path of Oderbert, who stabs it home from 6 yards out, and of course the rest is history. We picked up the win, and the crowd goes mad, and obviously that gets us through to the next round. It was still edgy. You can't say it wasn't, and that will be warning signs for Frankfurt, because they are a decent team. They dispatched Ajax fairly convincingly, and so we're going to have to be on top of our game for that. But of course, got the game at the weekend. Then we've got the international break, so it does give the players some recovery time for those that are not playing for their respective countries, but it also gives minutes to those that need it for their countries leading into the games following on from that. So a bit of a mixed bag from that point of view. I guess you can't be disappointed overall. You've got to celebrate those wins. I thought the crowd were really good at times. I thought the support was really, really good. Because the players gave us something to cheer about. So you give the fans something to cheer about, they'll cheer, and they will keep on supporting. So overall, I thought they did their job as well, and everyone can be proud of their contribution. So yeah, there you have it. A really quick update, I guess, but. Just to say, I'm really happy with that. After watching in Holland last week, where it was, really, really poor, and the players didn't even feel like they knew each other. to have that performance last night was really pleasing to see, and I'm just chuffed that we got that win. But as I say, Frankfurt going to be a different kettle of fish, so we've got to hope that the players can really get on top of that. Fulham at the weekend, again, going to be another really difficult game away from home. We've not been travelling very well and so on. Nothing really to play for in the Premier League apart from pride and apart from form. You know, if we can win against Fulham or put some wins together, that kind of gives us a little bit of form to keep going in this competition, and that's what you'd kind of hope, because I don't see us getting Europe from the league position. It's too much of an ask, and you're relying on other teams to play badly and lose games to allow you to overtake them with your good performances, if that's to come. For this one, I think Fulham's a big ask for us, and I think my prediction for this one was a 1-1 draw. If we go on and win the game, I'll be over the moon. Of course I will, but time will tell on that. So Ange Postecoglou lives to fight another day. Personally, I think, you know, this is his last chance to really prove that he's the man. If he wins this competition, then I think he gets another season, and then it's about the progression in that season. If he doesn't win this competition, I think at the end of the season there'll be conversations to be had about his tenure and about what happens there. So it'll be an interesting summer. Will we end up with another rinse and repeat, going through the motions of trying to find another new manager and to see where that takes us, and another new project and another new ethos and to get behind and so on. So yeah, but hey, that's kind of looking a bit more forward than now. For now, we're just concentrating on the win and looking forward to the weekend. So, you know, that's all you can do. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll stop waffling and let you get back to the rest of your day. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. I'll see you again after the Fulham game. Anyway, I'll do my review of that. And then don't forget, on Tuesday, we do the live show on a Tuesday evening at 7:30. If you want to come along and watch that, that would be amazing. We'd love to have you and hear your views and see how you're feeling about being a Spurs fan at the moment. But I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. And as always, up the Spurs.